Hello everybody, Joe here. Decided to do a little different of a video. May have to do this in parts, depending on what the time is like and what it runs like. Anyhow, what I wanted to do, I'm also going to ask everybody else to kind of jump in on this if you would like. I'd like to see it. You don't have to do the whole thing I'm doing. You could just tell us how many. But I wanted to know how many project kits you have going at any given time. And by a project kit, I mean any kit that started. If you so much as opened it up and glued the block together, if you so much as only primered the body, if you so much as, assembled this or assembled that, that to me is a started project. So I have like 215 kits in my collection. Some are just for slot car, so I'm not counting those. However, all the other complete kits I'm counting. So I got about 215. And out of those, I just went through this collection and I have about 44 started projects. Now granted, some are, like I said, a block glued together, something painted. I have a big rig kit with a frame. I started building that, and that's all I've done. And I have other ones here that are probably like 80 or 90% finished. I just haven't gone anywhere on them. So anyhow, we're going to get started on some of these. Now this is a kit I sincerely wish they would reissue. Now I can find the other ones in this series at swap meets all the time. They rebox these two. But however, the bad boy, the 55 Chevy, has never been reissued. Now I did it in black and white. I did the 41 Willis in Mac Tools colors. For a friend of mine that's a Mac Tools dealer, or he used to be at the time. And I was going to make a whole little diorama for him, and I just never got around. This was going to be like a Snap-on or a Matco sponsored car, versus the Mac Tools Willys off the starting line. But I never got to it, and this is as far as I've got. And honest to God, what's the year in this box? 1998? Yeah, that's probably about the year I started on it. 98, 99, somewhere in there. Maybe 2000 I started on. That's how long it was started, and that's as far as I got. So that's one of them. This is another one I started. No point showing you. All I did was rescribe some of the trunk lines because they were kind of faint for a new kit. But there's that one. There's the 67 Impala I'm doing for Jason at Blue Ox Model Shops for the Street Machine build. It's just in primer. The chassis in red oxide primer. That's all I've done. And of course Deuce is going to get on the table, and if he knocks this stack over, I'm going to be upset. Get down. Get down. Another started one. All I really did was glue the block together with some of the chassis parts. So like some of these I'm not going to show you, like I said, because it's really not worth it. Some of the more cooler projects I'll show you. You got this one. Get the camera back a little bit here. Glue the chassis together. Most of the frame rails and the cross members and stuff like that. That one I started on. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, here's a more interesting project. Sorry for the mess here. I'm using my other phone, my spare phone, for the camera, because I think it has a better mic. We're going to find out. This here project is to replicate an ex-coworker's truck. His was pretty much like the cover, blue and white, like that. He didn't have the KC lights and the roll bar, but everything else is pretty close. And his was really rusted. And in later years, after he left where we worked, he got even rustier. But I'll give you a quick showing off. There's the interior, pretty close to the blue his was. I had photos of the real truck that I was referencing here, and I don't have those anymore. But you know, there's the door handles, and there are the power window switches and all that good stuff. Like the Fords had they had like an orange and a blue color on them. But yeah, that, and here's the chassis. Now, the real thing had these Siamese pipes that went into one muffler. They had like 2 ins and 1 out, or 2 outs, I think. But it was a one-piece muffler. Well, on his truck, the muffler rotted out, so he replaced it with 2 turbo mufflers, hanging just like that. And I even got a little piece of twisty wire from a bread tie as the coat hanger wire he had it hung up with. And I don't know how well it's going to show in this light, but there we go. Hollowed out just the ends of the muffler. That's all he had underneath the truck. So it was rusty, and in the past few years, it got even rustier. And this is the dirty, greasy engine. Come on, focus. There we go. So that's it. The body I haven't painted yet. We got the rust holes where the mirrors are. He had rust coming out underneath them. So yeah, it's got to be painted yet. Here's the inside of the bed. I gotta paint the outside. It's just on there. There's a toolbox. That's when he quit the job and he threw his crap in the truck and left. That's why there's a toolbox like that. Got a gas can, and then he made these bars here on the floor of it, and that was for some kind of, I think it was like a canoe rack or something he made. He somehow propped things up on there. I don't remember how he did it, but so I made it as close to his as possible. But yeah, I started this, my God, probably 15 years ago now, at least, because he only worked there for the first couple years I did. I'm still there. It's going on 17 years, but he left probably at the 2nd year I was there. So it's been close to 15 since I started on this puppy. But yeah, that's one of my many projects. This is a very long-term project. I started this probably 12 years ago, 13 years ago. What I intended with this puppy, this is the IMC/testers, whoever else had it, trailer, Lindbergh. I got it as the Lindbergh version. I made the shorty version. I scratch built this bulkhead because the kit didn't come with one. Just a single axle shorty trailer. And let's see if we get this camera down here. There we go. And there's the chassis and engine. Just very, greasy, grimy, used. There's some of the interior. I mean, I still got a lot to do. Got the hard hat there. This is one of my first weathering jobs. And what this truck was to be with these decals was like their old truck that basically has been retired to yard duty in the lumber yard and the retail store and stuff like that, but still on occasion delivers goods locally. Being it's a short single axle tractor, single axle trailer, it's great for tight streets and stuff like that. That's a headache rack. This is actually I think the bar for a police car. The divider for the convicts. But Deuce, come on, get down, get down. Not today. But anyhow, yeah, a scratch built that, so when it's around the yard, you know, it's got the warning lights, got the headache, extra headache rack. Just little stuff like that I did to it. As you can see, it's got the hooks on the front. That's so when some employee drives into the muddy part of the parking lot and gets stuck, they yank them out. Stuff like that. I added the deck plate here. Then I found some really nice chain. I think I got it. Let me see if it'll focus. Focus. There we go. Nice chain with actual oval links. Most chain is too jewelry. Get out. Come on. Is too jewelry-like. You know, it's got the decorative chain. These are actual oval links. I ordered these hooks too online. These little pewter cast ones. Don't stay down. And I rusted it up with some weathering powders. And yeah, I got the chain. I got a barrel here that's going to go like up on the thing, get strapped to the headache rack. But yeah, that, like I said, this puppy's been started some time ago. And that's pretty much as far as I have gotten on it. Like, how many years now? It's really embarrassing to have this many things started and not done. Especially when some of them are this close. But that's one of my favorites right there. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Oh, I got this one. I'm doing the day cab version. Right here, it's in just gray primer. That's about all I've done to it. I assembled that multi-piece cab. Deuce, stay down. Not today, buddy. But yeah. There's this one. Quit being a pain today, Deuce. Again, a nice weathered street rod. That's what we're going to have here. Weathered up there. I got some of it built. And that's about it. That's about all I got done there. I got the body painted, and I haven't decided on engine and all that. The chassis, you know, built. Just gotta have some more love. Let's see what else we have that's interesting here. Okay. I've shown you this in previous videos, and it's still the exact same place you've seen it last time. I haven't done a thing to it. Still the same green interior, green body, you know, just aftermarket wheels, nice stance. Just one of these days I gotta finish it. And let's see what else we got here. Well, you've seen the 57 previous videos. It's still the same place. The white Duster's the same. The Mustang's the same. This Mustang here, I just started sanding on the body today. The Lambo is just painted a metallic black. That Mustang has been in a previous video, the 69. It's still the same place. The Dart is still the same place. It's painted, but that's all. The El Camino up there, all that's been done to that puppy is I started sub-assembling the bed. The Burt Myers Asphalt Racer, about all that's been done to that. I think I glued the engine block and a couple other things together. This is kind of a unique project. Gonna do stay down. Any other day I don't mind. There's too much on the table. I bought this chopped resin cab at a swap meet. So that's going to go on there like that. You know, it's going to go that way. I don't remember. Yeah, something like that. It's going to be just chopped and kind of a rat rod type deal. So yeah, there's that project there. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Oh, another 32. Let's get the camera back up there. Another one. I mean, all I basically got is the body. I went with the louvered deck lid. Again, another weathered one. But the nice white firewall like so many routers do. But yeah, that's about all that got done to that. Not a whole lot. Let's see here. The Street Fighter, I basically started assembling the front end, the front pan to the flip hood. It doesn't fit real tight, so gotta do some work on that. The hangman, about all I did was glue the block together on that. And that's about all. This one you've seen. It's coming along nicely if I ever get off my duff. Yeah, there it is. I mean, I gotta finish building it. Oh, hey, I found a tube of super glue. But yeah, it's coming along. Coming along, but just not as long as it should be, or as far as it should be. But yeah, that's one. Let's see what else we got here. This is another one I started. What's the year on this? 2009? Yep, that's about when I started it. That's how long ago I started this. The engine is yellow. I got the red coils, kind of like a, what's that? MSD would have. Aftermarket coils. And it was going to either be yellow or lime green. I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, that's about all I did to it. I mean, kind of prepped the body a little bit, started fine sanding it, and just never gotten any further on it in all this time. So yeah, let me know how many you got going and how old some of them are. Okay, let's see another project here. This one I don't believe any of you have seen before. Yeah, I got this Rubicon Jeep. I gotta put some clear on it because it really came out kind of flat. It normally didn't. That's the tester's lacquer, but it's kind of mocked up for now. But yeah, there's that one. It still needs quite a ways to go. Probably started that a couple years ago. That's as far as she's got. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, the deserter. Sorry for the camera bouncing around. This is to represent a truck we had at our shop. We had a long bed Chevy. So I ordered this resin grill, which is the right grill with the marker lights right there. The bumper I'm going to have to smooth over because the bumper in this kit has the marker lights in it. I also got a resin long bed because ours was a long bed. So it's going to be converted to a Chevy from a GMC. It's going to be lifted, and we had the flares on there, the aftermarket flares. So I got the new Sod Buster kit comes with the flares. So they'll work out quite right. I'm gonna have to find some wheels that look like our wheels, and I wanted to make this kind of for the shop, you know, and put it on display there in our showroom or whatever when it's done. Deuce, why are you being a pain besides the fact that you're naturally a pain? Anyhow, the Cobra, I think I've showed you before. Just the body's painted metallic blue, pretty much what you see on the cover there. Let's take a look at that one. I really was going gung-ho on it, and then I kind of just stopped. Gonna be a lime green mini truck. I got the wheels from I think they come from one of the Corvette kits. Yeah. I got those, and you know, it's going to sit pretty much. Are they big and littles? I don't remember. Let's take a look. I don't remember if these are big and littles or all the same size. I think they're all the same. Yeah, pretty much. But it's going to have those like wheels there. And that was it. I got some of it hand rubbed. It came out really flat. So I got to hand rub the rest of it. But it is one of those projects, I don't know. I was going gung-ho when I first got it, and then I kind of just lost interest. So that's another thing. Let me know. Does that happen to you? I suppose it does. You know, you start on something, and this, all about's done to that, is the, whatchamacallit. Douche, quit being a douche. I think the bed's built. That one's no further than you've seen it before. A lot of stuff's painted. The goat, nothing's really done except for, I started mocking up a chassis. Douche, stay down. I want to do like a, you know, get down. Just a jacked up GTO with mags. You've seen the green olds, candy green olds. It's no further than last time. The 30 Ford, literally all I've done is I think I glued that roof on. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here's one that I haven't shown you, I don't believe. Let's see what we got here. Bring the camera back down. This Hudson I started on some time ago. This is painted a Ford color. It's kind of like a, well, you can see it there. It's a nice like root beer brownish color. I got a compound down the door seams I got to get out of there. Got the roof in a cream color. And that's as far as it's gotten. I love these cars because they look like lead sleds from the factory. I mean, they look like a custom, and they're not. I mean, that roof looks chopped. It's not. You know, it's got these skirts right here. So it's a really cool car, but that's as far as I've got on it. I don't know why I lost my fire, but I did. Get on there, you. But yeah, that and the Woody, I believe I showed you in a previous video. I got it in some gray. I bought some Tamiya, and it does not say whether it's flat or gloss on the lid, and it's a flat gray. It's a darker gray. I wanted to go with something like a charcoal metallic or just even a solid non-metallic dark gray, because I got the chassis in red and everything, and the wheels. The Mustang's the same. The Chevelle's the same. Deuce is the same. The Penske, Deuce, get down, come on. The Penske Vet, I've really done not much to it except started fine sanding the body. I believe you've seen this one. This is the one I was going to combine with the Thunderbird 124 scale chassis, because Lucas C said it fits up in there, but it doesn't without some modification. So that kind of slowed me down on it. I mean, I got the chassis built. Yeah, I got the body painted and decaled up and cleared. I mean, geez, but this chassis, when it does go in here, which it does fit, the wheelbase is just fine. But what isn't fine is that the, can I get this together without breaking the chassis in 100 pieces? Here we go. You know, the roll bar hits the roof and won't let this chassis go all the way up in there. So I gotta shorten the roll bar height. I mean, it's the same chassis Luca used, and I don't know what, he didn't mention doing that. But as you can see, yeah, it's up against the roof. So yeah, it's gotta be modified there. But that's as far as it's got. So anyhow, yeah, that's like I said. Oh, one more. Be right back. Well, actually, I lied. Two more. This is the Nova I'm doing for Kim's Custom Garage Christmas build. I just painted it the past couple days at work. Red Nova wagon with the white roof. It's going to get bare metal and cleared. And of course, it's getting a Christmas theme once it's all done. You'll see what that is when I get to that point. The interior will probably be red too, red and white. Or I'm going to look up factory colors for these and see what they were. But yeah, it's going to get a cool Christmas theme. I think I'm going to use the trailer that comes with it too. Oh, and here's the another one that's not quite done yet, but I've got more done to it. This is the 53 Ford that was supposed to be for Herc's Model Works. Fabulous 50s build. It was supposed to be done May 1st. Never happened. So, but recently, the past couple days, I bare metaled the windshield and the back window. I got the dash glued in there. But what I did is I took the tonneau cover here. I had an extra one from another 53 Ford pickup. And I cut a section out and I covered those roof bars, you know, for the windshield and back window. Rather than see those dumb bars, I mean, yeah, I could have cut the bars and sanded them, glued the windows in separately. But instead, I cut that out of an extra tonneau, painted it the same pearl white, and now there's a roof insert, a little bit of a headliner. Oh, I got a bumper glued to the front, a little custom bumper I had in my parts box. So yeah, it's coming along. I just got to do a few more things to finish it. But I've got so many irons in the fire. But this is the one of the 44 that's being worked on. But that's it. So we got 27 minutes so far. So I'm going to wrap this up. But that's what I wanted to do. So I put this challenge out to you guys. Let me know, how many started projects do you have in your stash? And how long have some of them been started? And also, why did you lose steam too? Like I said, you know, this Chevy Love, I think I lost steam because it just didn't get glossy as like I wanted it to. This lost steam because that chassis that is supposed to just pop in there didn't fit. I got to modify it, so that kind of put me off. Now these really old ones that I started on, like the Challenger and the trucks, I just lost steam. I moved, and I went through some different stuff in life. So a lot of those really old ones just got backburnered and shelved just because they got backburnered and shelved. But the rest of these all through here, I mean, I just got to get to them. Hoping to take some vacation time here real soon, so maybe I could, excuse me, I could do what, you know, I need to finish some of these, because some of them are really close. You know, it's not even funny how close some of them are. And just got to get to them. So anyhow, I'm going to wrap this up. We're at 28 minutes now, almost going on 29. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be popping some other videos up here soon when I get some of this other stuff done. And in the meantime, everybody have a good day, good night, good morning. And let me see your videos and answer this question. I'll put it out to all the community. Please try to spread the news. How many started projects do you have in your stash? So until then, talk to you later. Bye-bye.